Hello and welcome to Weekly Concepts. In this video, we'll be discussing qualitative research. But first, what exactly is qualitative research? It is a type of research that captures some aspect of the social or psychological world, with the aim of understanding meanings or experiences. It is all about interpreting the messiness of real life. One thing you need to know about qualitative research is that context is crucial. For example, the word play can have multiple meanings depending on the context. Are they playing basketball? Are they watching a play? Or are they playing the guitar? This highlights the fact that there are multiple versions of reality and no single truth in qualitative research. It is important to be curious, critical, and reflexive when conducting this type of research. Now, let's talk about how to plan your qualitative study. The first step is to identify your theoretical keywords. These are the key concepts or ideas that you want to focus on in your research. For example, if you're interested in studying cultural diversity in the workplace, your theoretical keywords might be cultural diversity and workplace. Once you have identified your theoretical keywords, you can then frame your research question. It's important to always ask yourself "so what?" when coming up with your research question. This will help ensure that your research is meaningful and addresses a gap in current understanding. Why is planning important when it comes to framing research questions? A good research question will provide structure for your study and help ensure that your methodology is clear and rigorous. Before you begin your study, it's also important to conduct a literature review. The two main goals of a literature review are to understand the current state of knowledge in your area of study and to identify gaps in current understanding. Once you have completed your literature review, you can then build your own study by developing operational definitions for each concept and constructing a conceptual framework, or mind map, to guide your research. Next, you'll need to choose a data collection and analysis strategy. There are several options to consider, including narrative research, which focuses on participants' stories, phenomenology, which focuses on the universal essence of shared meaning or experience, grounded theory, which generates theory from concrete data, ethnography, which focuses on shared patterns within a culture group, and case studies, which focus on a specific case or cases and use diverse data sources such as organizations. If you choose to collect interview data, it's important to remember that an interview is essentially a professional conversation. To guide your interviews, you'll need to construct an interview guide using questions that are based on your operational definitions and conceptual framework. Focus groups involve guided but open discussions, and you can also construct a focus group guide using questions based on your operational definitions and conceptual framework. In addition to interviews and focus groups, there are several other types of data that you can collect, such as observations, researcher-directed diaries, and qualitative surveys. It's also possible to use secondary, or pre-existing, data in your study. Once you have collected your data, you'll need to analyze it. This typically involves transcribing and coding your data, and you can choose between inductive and deductive analysis. The goal of your analysis is to reach theoretical saturation, or the point at which no significant new information is coming up. To make sense of all of this rich data, it's helpful to write memos to document your thoughts and observations. Remember, qualitative analysis is all about writing. Finally, when writing up your study, it's all about the edit. Be sure to revisit your literature, construct a clear and coherent story, and pay attention to the details. We hope you enjoyed this video on qualitative research. Don't forget to subscribe to Weekly Concepts for more helpful tips and insights. Thanks for watching.